sort of a play. And he's in a lot of trouble. They'll even get the D-ward as well. A D-ward for Na'Vi, first blood for Roger.
And look at Seneko. Pure efficiency. He took some damage, but he tangled that ward, so he's fine. Crystallize going to eat some harassment from Pasha and Lil. In mid lane, the roll does not connect, and no one is just fine there.
So, I mean, which lane would you say is looking the scariest for one of the sides? Is there a lane where you think the matchup is rather imbalanced?
Bottom lane.
That's the
Nature's Prophet. Yeah, Nature's Prophet versus Venge Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, sure, he can like stun the trains and stuff, but now this is two ranged heroes that don't have stout shields versus the Nature's Prophet. Can be quite rough. And VP's really putting a tri-lane down here, putting the pressure on so their Bloodseeker can go out of control. But I like what General did here. He dragged the creep wave at level 1 as the Weaver. So he met it behind his tower, denied a lot of the creeps there. As you can see, he's 4 and 3. So getting off to a great start versus that Bloodseeker.
And Lil chasing down Rog. He's got the boots on the clock.
Yep.
And Dendi is going to get knocked back. See if they actually have the damage to bring him down. He's got the remnants, so with that trying to turn onto no one, they're looking for the blocks. Bottle Smash will be there to hold them back. No one falling very low. In fact, Dendi turns with the roll forward from Roger. It's Dendi. He's set up for success. Gets the kill. Did pop a salve that was very quickly cancelled, so a bit of a downside there, but on the plus, he gets the kill. That's the bottle money. The bottle's going to be on its way out to him. Bottom lane, Pasha. With the TP back, will make it just in time. A little back indeed to the mid lane to cause some issues. But yeah, as I say, bottle's there. Dendi gets the kill. Dendi is going to be very happy in top.
And General gets a solo kill.
Lane. That shouldn't happen, should it? I mean, I guess it's a bit of a tricky matchup for the Bloodseeker, but dying 1v1 early on to an offlane Weaver, that's not great for Ramses.
General's lane pull, that was like the big reason. He's got a level advantage. So he hits level 3, uses the bugs, gets that easy harassment on him with that extra minus armor. Even though Ramses had a lot of movement speed from that mid situation that was happening with bottom lane.
The aggression coming in, diving towers nice and deep, and Na'Vi say yes please. They turn. Lil is deep. A quick pause from no one. He's probably going to ask his team what the heck's going on down there. Because I don't think Lil's getting out of this. He's surrounded by 3. He does have a TP scroll. But Roger, he's still got a boulder smash. Yeah, Lil with a Maledict on him. He is going to pop. The question is, if Solo can get out, and to be fair, I think Na'Vi, they may even be able to get 2 kills out of this.
I think Seneko might go down as well, though. We'll see. Lil's still alive for a second. Solo's getting a chase. Oh, they actually just switched to Solo, and Lil will live because of that. So Solo again. Selfless man, as he is.
It does save Lil's life. Okay.
No.
4 kills for Na'Vi so far. Very nice start.
It's really good for the Weaver, though. I mean, he's in a 1v1 versus Bloodseeker, and he's doing okay for now. It'll start to get a bit worse, especially when all this harassment starts to end, when Seneko's sitting at 80 HP. So look at Ramses' movement speed. 428 without boots. Should be able to catch just up again. Again, Solo was smoked near that mid lane. Dendi gets pushed out. It looks like pretty even lanes, though, but 4 kill advantage coming up for Na'Vi, but VP is still ahead in gold, even when they're down 4 kills somehow. It is very early. The last hits make a big difference.
Bottom lane, Seneko and Roger, ready to join the ranks again of Crystalline. And see if they can find a jump onto that Passion Nature's Prophet, but he's playing it safe. In the lane back towards his tower.
I thought Lil would be playing more down bottom with Nature's Prophet rather than just running around so much, but they're just really just moving the supports around like crazy. I guess probably because General got that solo kill, it probably just was like, wait, what? Our plan just got messed up and they had to make some adjustments come out. General now looking for Solo with the bug on Solo. A lot of minus armor adding up.
Look at this. He may just be able to do this. He's got Shikuchi again. Out of the field he goes. Turns back towards Solo. And in fact, he lets Roger take it. Backs off. Boulder Smash comes in.
He hits the like 900 range plus 900 Boulder Smash range, but the Nyx Assassin stuns he was struggling with. So Air Spirit, he's killing it already.
I mean, Nyx is just, it's a bit, it was too easy of a hero for Roger. He likes more of a challenge. He likes these Air Spirits.
Yeah, he's already part of 4 of the kills.
Yeah.
Level 3 on towards level 4. Very good start here for Roger and the boys. And we do another pause. So it seems like VP is having some type of lag issues, as they were saying earlier.
Rather unfortunate. I mean, overall, they are still as you say, you know, despite being down 5 kills, it's not a bad start for VP when it comes to getting the farm.
Their levels are just a bit hindered. Nature's Prophet's only level 3, while Weaver's level 4, and the support as well. Lil is only level 2 to almost level 4 Earth Spirit. So the counterparts are just slightly ahead in the experience department on the side of Na'Vi from all those kills.
Apologies for these pause, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can get on with VP Na'Vi.
Damn it, Owen.
It's been what?
Why'd you pause?
I don't know. Sometimes that F9 key calls my name. I'll press it again right now. Bam, we're back in. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, General getting involved in these kills up top. But Ramsey, as we said, he's still fighting very nicely. Yes, he's 23-10 on the Bloodseeker.
It's rare to see them not go for just putting down like a sentry in the lane. I've seen Solo do that in the past. It's like, all right, we're versus a Weaver. We're just going to have a sentry there because that's where Weaver suffers really hard. And Roger rolls in, instantly kicks out Lil. Now there's trade hits coming out. It looks like it's Ramsey's lagging right there. Because he was like, he didn't even move that whole time that Lil was going in on Roger.
Dus hat. I don't know what that means.
Let's Google it.
I feel it might be rude. Try it. Let's get we've got Russian to UK translation.
To UK?
to American.
Thank you.
English.
Yeah,
Russian to English.
Let's see.
Let's have it. Whoa! Everyone's TC'd!
They're having some, yeah, they're definitely having some.
Whoa!
It's not working.
Yeah, it says, did you mean, and then some Russian word. Click that. We probably did.
Soul.
Soul. I mean, I guess it. So what happened? So
I don't know, but all VP lose an internet, man.
What else did they? Did they type anything else in the chat?
No, they just, that's all they said. Maybe, maybe that means like they're going to reconnect or something. We'll find out. Someone in the chat.
It must be. Yeah, someone I bet they're probably rebooting the, they're rebooting the internet in their LAN place.
Something went down.
Yeah, that's what they're. Yeah. So, hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Get a quick reboot on.
But this is a good start. I mean, they have a Weaver who's off lane, already level 5. Navi's looking pretty solid.
I'll translate that. I want to see it. Generally said, Plate Prowl. Plate Prowl. You got to get your translator up. Let's see.
This is too much work.
Do it, Giannis.
You've got
we must, for the viewers.
You got, all right. Payment held.
Oh, is he being? He's making a very inappropriate joke about games being thrown. That's. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Is that what he's saying?
I think so.
Or was he saying that
he's making a comment? So he's saying because they DC'd, he's like, they got the. Oh no, okay, no, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong. He's making a joke about the internet being right. These next level CIS jokes go over my head, but no, you're right. That's what he's making a joke about. He's making a joke about the payment not being there for the.
They'll be back soon.
They will.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So big timings for VP. Level 6 Dragon Knight.
Yep.
Nature's Prophet can TP in.
Time to
get
push
the backup. They can push the towers down quickly. But they do have to make sure on VP that they get levels on their supports because they don't have good catch for Mr. Dendy here in this game. It's no one stun and the Disruptor ulti. And, okay, I guess you can say like Blood Right onto like a hook shot cog if they can do that in some perfect mechanism. But it's going to be pretty tough if Dendy does get off to a good start and it goes to the later stages versus this elusive Weaver and Storm Spirit on the side of Na'Vi.
Hey, chat, what's the chat saying? Do they know what just happened? Let's scroll down, they were typing it.
He's lagging.
He's lagging.
Thanks, chat. It means...
Oh, it means choke. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It said it's choking. It's like choking in Russian. Thank you very much, chat.
Smart.
Chat, know what's on. Unwinnable lol.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got it.
You guys are always so helpful.
They are, really. I mean, we could go here. They've got the answers to everything, Twitch chat. So, give yourselves a pat on the back. And,
Google Translate, yeah. Google Translate sometimes struggles, guys. Come on.
Yes.
We probably typed it wrong, you know, I don't know.
I wish that, I mean, back in my, back when I was younger and you had like, I'd like German or French homework. If only I could have just gone to Twitch chat and said, translate this for me.
Yeah.
I would have taken it in, this beautiful piece of German, handed it into the teacher. She would have been like, what the hell is this?
That would have been amazing.
Because they would have probably written some absolutely atrocious translation.
But that would have been so useful back in the day. It's just like, guys, I need an essay. It's due.
Yeah.
I need you guys to write it for me. And someone
Twitch
would probably be like, I got you. And they'd write it for you. Thank you, Twitch. You guys... You know, we wouldn't be
I mean,
anywhere.
to be fair, Twitch, they're always on about that essay that they've got a hand in tomorrow, aren't
know.
they? You know, they're always saying they're watching Dota, and they've got a hand in that 10-word essay in next week.
Where would we be without Twitch?
I know.
Without the Twitch chat. You guys, you're special.
You know, that is something that I don't think any sort of scientist could have predicted, you know, 100 years ago. No one foresaw the age of Twitch chat. The age of the technological children. We're back in it. People are reconnecting.
They said that they have high packet loss, though. 35% packet loss.
Ooh, that ain't great.
Ramsey said. And
You're going to have to send someone out on a search for those packets.
Grim.
It is. We were looking forward to this one. Oh, I mean, we will get it. We just got to be a bit patient. No, good things come to those who wait.
I mean, like we said, it's 5-0, but Navi's only leading by what it says is less than 1k, so it actually is like 200 or 300 gold. Solo has Pasha and Solo have reconnected, and
Solo's out. Solo's out again. As soon as Pash is back in. What's the chat saying?
They're not saying anything fun.
Just, Navi is losing time to DDoS the enemy.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't be like that. They're 5-0. They're keeping up the aggression. They've got a good lineup. Their draft is solid.
I like that one. So it's like, so it is Navi versus no one. Get it?
No sound? I was expecting some kind of like...
Come on, Chris, where's our audio, guys? He's on a break. Da-boom. No, he's not there. Hey, there we go. He's there on the soundboard.
So Lil should be fine up here. There's no connection top. How's your day been, Owen?
It's been good. It's been quite quick. We had some quick games today.
Yep.
We have, and it's about 15 minutes past 8 here on this lovely Swedish evening.
It's 9.
It's 15 past 9.
Okay.
Your clock's wrong on this laptop. That's
my clock?
Your clock.
This is your computer, isn't it?
What's going on in chat? Hello to Brazil.
They're just saying that they were...
Ba, ba, ba.
So good. So good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. I like that.
We need some kind of...
Give us a bit of a perk up. And he's back in.
So they have to focus. They know it's going to be on pause. Roger has an illusion. He has 2 illusions. He's trying to double stack the neutrals for Dendi here. Is he going to do it?
He's going to do it.
He's going to get one of them.
No, he's not even going to get that one, is he?
Yeah, yes, he got it. He stacked it. Good job.
Okay. Nearly was amazing.
But he could have stacked both.
He could have stacked both. So the micro was not there.
Tough to do that.
Not a Meepo player.
But we have seen this in the past, and something that Navi really likes to do is have Dendi get those stacks in the jungle so he can recover. And I mean, he's a Storm Spirit, so even much more so in this instance.
Oh, looks like they didn't get that kill as well on the clockwork up top.
Yeah, they'd already used Roger's spells. Bottom though, the Maledict.
Oh, the bounces not going to be in the favor. It may not matter. Actually, looks like it does. As Pash is able to TP back, that regen from the fountain will keep him alive against the Maledict.
Yep.
And Lil tag teams into the lane and will start soaking up some XP himself. Up top, they make the move in. Roger and General straight on top of Ramses. He's gone. Pasha comes in with a TP, but Roger, quick with his escape, will be able to get out of them. Pasha can't find any sort of response kill.
No one in Dendi. Toe-to-toe. The rune spawns. No one gets it. VP no one, that is. General now, stalking Solo. Solo is trying to go on a warden mission here to grab some bounty runes, but General claims it.
Yeah, General takes the rune.
Now Solo is in an awkward spot. He has no TP.
Yeah, General's going to continue to hunt this down, I'm sure.
Puts down a ward.
I know he's around.
He's going to have to wait for quite a while here. General scans on the right side, so he knows that Solo's still in the area here.
Okay, how long is he going to be stuck here for? He's looking. How long is he going to look for it? That's the question, General.
Don't know if he got to click on the inventory, so he may have expected to TP out.
So how does Solo get out of this one? Oh, okay, he can go for the wall.
He's got the ward, I guess. So he'll see when the creep wave comes, and he'll try to run out after this one. He'll be okay. So Roger continues pressuring top. As the Nature's Prophet was actually forced out of that bottom lane, this brings a lot of liberty to your supports to put pressure on other lines, and they have good kills onto Ramses, good kill chances with the bugs coming out from General. And if the stun connects, Lil bottom, the stun comes out, Maledict, this should be a very good
pot. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough damage with a couple of bounces back from the cask. Lil's gone. Top lane, here's the attempt. The roll's going to miss. Just get the boulder smashing the silence, but the Blood Bright's already out. In fact, well, with Solo and Pasha coming in, they'll turn it around onto Roger. Roger is going to have to pay for that.
Yep.
A little bit a little bit too aggressive up top, and they do have to be aware of that, of course, with Pasha's Nature's Prophet being in the game. He is going to be ready to react with the global TP.
No one with the first level 6 usage of that Dragon form. It's good damage on that mid tower, but responses are coming out. Witch Doctor's there. Roger as well. Connect.
Yeah.
There's an Invis rune.
And with the
got the dust.
Ooh, he is going to pop for sure. Much too much damage for this DK to deal with at this stage of the game, with those 3 collapsing on him.
Look at that. Roger with the map awareness though. He dies, respawns, sees that no one has an Invis rune in the mid lane, purchases up a dust. This guy's all over the place this game. 3-1 and 3. Really making it happen for Na'Vi at this early game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dreamstar for Rog this time round. An 8 for 1. Kills are plenty for Na'Vi. But, as we were saying, Ramsey's just definitely very impressive how much he's been able to hit those creeps. I mean, to be fair, everyone is. Apart from General, a little bit behind on the offlane with a CS, but he has been involved in a few kills, as we've seen earlier, up top.
He's all about just trying to pressure this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's going for it again.
Can't go for the kills anymore, though. Once you get a couple levels on Bloodseeker, that high amount of armor, as well as the rain dropping up to absorb the Shukuchi damage. And Dendi, as we said, will resort to jungling for quite a bit, and he will give Roger the lane mid to get those levels. They're still positioned top, though, to try to set something up with Seneko with that Maledict. He's got level 5 now. He chooses to go for the extra point amount. He actually goes for the 3 points in cast. And Seneko has a Quelling Blade too, just to be able to cut out of those Nature's Prophet trees.
TP up top from Solo, just in case anything gets a little too crazy for Ramses, and Solo will be needed. And in fact, I don't know if it's going to be enough. The bounces are real, and with the Maledict, Ramses pops. The power of the Witch Doctor. Bottom lane, Dendi zips forward. The Magic Missile is there from Crystallize. They surround Pasha, burst him down with the Remnants. Another quick kill for Na'Vi.
They're really keeping this pace up. 10-1 already.
That's quite a difference.
That is something else here. The big thing isn't the gold advantage. 2K, pretty substantial at 10 minutes, but the experience is the big one. 3,000 already in advantage for Na'Vi. They're going to have level 6s on their supports very, very early on to get set up those ganks and to respond. I think the biggest thing is being able to respond to that Dragon Knight Nature's Prophet push whenever they do try to do it. Na'Vi's going to have all their ultimates at the ready for that. Dendi looks to be doing the Kaya Rush, as we've been seeing as the trend for these Storm Spirits. And Pasha actually just uses the Nature's Wrath to push out the lanes, not go for any type of fight or anything along those lines. Top General, looking for Solo here. The glimpse comes out. Oh. Solo is still in a lot of trouble.
He is indeed. Gets himself around the field, General. And Solo's taken down. Killing spree for the Weaver. Quick time lapse to create the distance between himself and Non. He's out of there. Lil in the mid lane.
Lil.
Taking the Maledict procs. Is it enough? Ooh, not quite. He'll live.
And bottom, Dendi, the haste rune finds Pasha.
I mean, he's loving life. He's been in and out of this jungle, keeping it safe, Dendi. And as you say, anytime he sees a rune or an opportunity to get involved, he's on top of it. And he's top of the net worth. Dendi Storm Spirit.
I mean, it's already getting out of hand. We were saying VP with the early game, with the DK and with Nature's Prophet, they can try to abuse the lanes, try to push towers a bit early on. While Na'Vi, if the game goes late with the Weaver Storm Spirit, there's not great catch on the side of VP. They've only got Static Storm and a Dragon Knight stun to really lock those guys down in a great manner. I mean, there is Clockwork Hook, but it's not that guaranteed kind of disable that they are really needing for those heroes. So definitely looking troublesome coming out for VP after the laning phase.
And that's the kind of completion. See what Dendi can do.
Top of the net worth on a Storm Spirit already. Seneko fills up his bottle. Oh, he actually messed up. He didn't actually get the bottle fill up top there, and they're looking for smoking. They are looking to keep that pressure on. Like I said, they're going to have level 6s very early. Witch Doctor has 6, Earth Spirit level 7. Earn as well, and they're looking for Ramses. They're assuming that either Ramses or Pasha are going to be jungling here. And they are right to assume that. They caught vision of him for a moment.
Looking for that setup, and here it comes. Oh, Roger missed the roll, and that does get the time for the Blood Rod to come out, but it does not matter with the Death Ward down from Seneko. Quick kill for Na'Vi. VP, they're looking for revenge. They have the wraparound towards middle. See who they can catch. Crystallize on the front lines. Has to be careful with his positioning. 3 members of VP trying to find some sort of a jump. Doesn't look like they're going to find it. Na'Vi keep themselves away, and for now, that smoke from VP unsuccessful. Na'Vi just continuing to find objective after objective with these key kills that they're focusing on. And VP really struggling to strike back at all.
Yeah, Na'Vi's going to claim themselves to tier 1 now, top. So VP will now also be able to pressure that mid and bottom tower.
Middle tower is under attack.
But you can tell just the way that they're kind of pushing, the way Pasha's playing bottom, he keeps like hitting and backing up there. Definitely afraid of the responses. Since Na'Vi has already killed top tower, they can react to Neko. The max cask.
Oh, and Dendy's ready to play. Look what he's got. He's got the Arcane Rune in the car. Goes straight forward onto no one, but the Static Storm's out, and Dendy, he's trapped. Dendy, oh no, he's going to go down, surely. He's trying to zip-zap himself out of there, but he's going to still tick out. He ticks out. Dendy's down. They do lose Lil in return. Cask and stun from Crystallized thrown towards Pasha. Gets the second kill in response.
Jeez, you would think that would have gone even more heavily in favor of VP with that perfect
storm. That was a big
storm.
Static Storm, yeah. Solo just putting a whole halter into what it looked like. You know, Dendy was ready to go. He had the Kaya, he had the Arcane Rune, he had the Dream, but as you say, Solo just putting a stop to everything in that mid lane.
Yeah, Lil actually got the rocket finish off Dendy on the high ground there. He was getting, it did look like he was getting glimpsed back into the fight though, but they don't get the tower is the biggest thing there. Na'Vi were able to defend the tower. They lose Dendy, but I think that might actually be okay. Defending the tower versus DK form as well as a full 5-man commitment from VP. Na'Vi should be feeling very happy about that. All 3 cores at the top of the net worth. The absolute dream start for Na'Vi.
Haste Rune as well for no one. Grab it up. Pasha getting a bit more space down bottom, rushing straight for the Orchid this game.
Does no one have the armlet up? So he does. So we've seen him do armlet into Shadowblade and like several times, but this time it looks like he's requiring a BKB, just getting punished too much from the Earth Spirit Witch Doctor combo. And
I mean, that does go to show how much pressure he's feeling under, because I think this game, if any, would have been a game where you really would have loved to find that Shadowblade, just so you have another bit of instant catch onto the Storm Spirit. But as you say, the pressure's on. He's got to make alterations. Bottom lane, Snako leading in with the paralyzing cast. Blood right down for VP as Ramses. He's trying to turn this one around. Roger goes in deep. Death Wall from the sidelines gets cancelled as Lil comes in with a hook shot. Battery Assault will be enough to bring down Snako. Can they get anything more though, VP? They've got the Rupture onto Roger. On the back lines, no one trying to beat into Crystallize, but Crystallize and Dendy, they're ready to play with him. No one. Haste Rune does manage to get himself out of harm's way as Na'Vi, they lose 2. No one trying to come back forward. He's got his eyes on Crystallize with the TP in from Pasha. They got more damage to take down a third. VP now holding on to their tier 1 towers and making Na'Vi pay for these attempts at a push.
They desperately needed that. That overcommitment by Na'Vi there. Snako and Roger. Roger being a bit off the mark with his spells. They get punished quite heavily from all the VP rotating down. But big kills coming out from VP. They've got the Midas on the Bloodseeker too, so that's going to surge him forward quite heavily. He's got ratings queued up, but he is farming under ward vision. Can Na'Vi actually make anything happen when they see him? But Ramses does back up.
Dire's middle tower.
Dendy with his build. So going for the back to the Bloodstone. Shoving this wave in. Getting a bit of pressure onto tier 1 towers, but I think they are going to be very careful after those previous plays down bottom. They've got to keep themselves on edge. They're looking to go into the pit with the Medallion and with the Weaver. Can they get away with this one? No, it's been spotted out. Rocket Flare's there. VP know what's up, but no, they've got his solo. They're going to look for the snipe. Lil comes in. Can he do it? The Static Storm's down. Roshan goes down to Na'Vi though, and Dendy does claim the Aegis. They've lost the life of the Earth Spirit though. Lil also going down on the clockwork. They popped Dendy's Aegis. Dendy, he's just going to simply zip himself out of there. No, he wants to go back in. He's got his eyes onto Solo. Jumps forward to Kren to Pasha. Pasha down. And Dendy, he's not done. He's looking to chase down this Disruptor Solo. He's got the glimpse. We'll take Dendy away to remember. General and Crystallize hot on the chase. Will take down Disruptor. Na'Vi, they get away with it. It looks so close. Lil nearly making the big play. His initiation followed up by the Static Storm, but it wasn't quite enough to stop Na'Vi getting that Aegis. That was
almost very scary though for Na'Vi. The Static Storm was down for like I think 2 or 3 seconds as soon as the hook shot came in, or like 2 seconds. So it was a second or 2 after the hook shot comes out. Lil just off the mark from stealing it though.
So close. I mean, yeah, as you said, that could have gone so differently. If they had grabbed that and Dendy was down straight away with no second life.
Crystallize also just had gotten the Shadow Amulet delivered before that fight happened, and Ramses and Pasha were isolating him, but he just goes invis and actually ends up surviving under that Shadow Amulet.
See it again. I mean, it was the...
So it was pretty close timing.
The Dream sort of setup. But then look at Seneko as well from the sideline.
Yeah,
he managed to get that Death Ward into the pit.
The Shadow Amulet saves him versus the 2 big cores, and yeah, the Death Ward from outside from Seneko is beautiful. No one wasn't able to really get into the fight though,
Dire's middle tower,
since he did not have Dragon form available.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Just clean up after clean up there. Dandy getting that Vortex out as well, just before he gets glimpsed back to buy time for the rest of the team to close in, pick up a 3rd kill. 18-7 for Na'Vi as Crystallize claims the mid-tier 1 tower. And I believe that is his completed Shadow Blade. On the way out to him now. 800 gold for Ramses to find that relic. As you say, he's getting closer and closer. The 2. Ooh, Lil. Hook shot in onto Seneko. And with the battery assault, has that man got enough damage? Dendy's going to come in and try and tank up some of the instances to help out his friend. It's not going to work. Dendy's now been ruptured. He's going to be... Yeah, smart play from Dendy. Very nice. Ball lining and TP out gets him out of there. He did end up getting the kill onto Lil because of Seneko's Maledict. And now Na'Vi, they're going to be able to move in for a 3rd. They get Pasha left behind. The rest of Na'Vi come through. This is just a really nice execution from Na'Vi. Dendy as well, making some very smart heads-up plays.
Yeah, good reactions coming in. Crystallize comes in from the back, instantly kills Solo. And then Roger with a nicely placed bowler smash there to clean up Pasha. Lil does get the kill on Seneko, but costs his team quite heavily. 3 deaths. No one. With an Arcane Rune. Pops the Dragon form. Maximum efficiency of farming.
Trying to work his way towards that BKB.
He really needs it. There's so much disable on the side of Na'Vi in those fights. The team fight on Na'Vi is quite strong too, between Witch Doctor, Earth Spirit, and Venge. That little aura amplification from the Venge really adds up.
Dire are scanning.
How's Pasha doing on the Orchid?
He's getting there.
He's almost, yeah, he's getting there. Just the 450 plus the recipe.
Oh, he's not going to, is he going to get it before the Lincolns is done in general though?
It's going to be like general. It looks
pretty
like
similar
General's going to get it the same time.
Yeah. So that's going to be the nice thing for General. And he's got the Lincolns ready. And oh, guess what Lil's building from?
Oh, Meteor Hammer.
Meteor Hammer clock.
What?
Hey, it works. You got the cogs, you trap him, throw a meteor on him. I mean, I gotta say, we still, as much as we joke, there's been a lot of Meteor Hammers here at DreamLeague. Most of the time they have been built as a joke.
I think like Blade Mail Force Staff could be pretty useful because they know that they're behind Na'Vi already, so they have to assume that the supports on Na'Vi are going to get Force Staffs at a pretty decent timing. Like, Seneko almost has one finished up. He's even showing that because he has it inside of his backpack, so they can click on him and see that. And then Roger's going to have Blink really soon. It's stats. It makes him tankier, but... And I guess maybe for 5 manning he wants it. Na'Vi now pushing down bottom. Pretty hard with that Venge Mask of Madness for VP to defend. VP still just on that recovery train. I think the BK's B is being delivered for no one, so maybe they can start to play around that one once the Radiance is finished on Ramses. Then they've got a good timing window. Orchid on Nature's Prophet, Radiance Bloodseeker, and BKB Dragon Knight. Could be decent for them to take those fights, try to find the Storm. Pasha being scouted. Crystallize finds him.
Hunted him down. Crystallize ready to go with the Magic Missile and the Mask of Madness attack speed. Pasha is gone. No need for General to even head over. As Crystallize can continue to make those sort of plays, looking to catch out this Nature's Prophet.
Wait, Pasha got the tower with his treants, I guess.
I guess they didn't want to deny it. But let it go.
He has the Orchid finish now. And he's going for Shadow Blade next to go for those pickoffs. VP grouping up bottom. DK form is back up. Can take a tower nicely here with this BKB. Ramses is playing under Ward Vision though, so they do see that they do assume that there's only three heroes down there at the moment. And Radiant stun. Still needs BKB on Ramses in order to get into these fights.
Very hard for him to come into them with the, as you said, just the amount of magical and decent control between the Venge, the Wish Doctor, and Earthspit.
Yeah. General's going to be sieging top tier 2 though, and he is quite safe now with that Lincoln's finished up. Very hard for VP to get those catches unless they have
Dire's top tower
multiple of
has
their
fallen.
heroes positioned there.
Ramses needs to use
Radiant's
his
bottom
Midas.
tower is under attack.
And he will. There we go. That's good to see. Level 15 on the Bloodseeker.
They're all playing under Navi's ward. So they just saw 3 or 4 heroes around that one vision. So Navi feels very safe to farm up the map at the moment.
Still is only a 4k gold lead, not the biggest for Navi. The kills certainly seeming to tell a different story, but
Yeah.
it isn't about the kills.
Some Meteor Hammer done on Lil.
It's done. We'll see how much he gets out of it.
See what he can make happen with it, yeah.
Radiant are
Dendi,
scanning.
almost level 18. Kaya, Bloodstone, and Arcane Rune in the bottom. And with the level 18, it'll be pretty nice to have that mana reduction. You can look to take fights. So I'd imagine Ramses picks up the BKB next if they want to be able to take fights.
Yeah, it's much too hard for him to come in on the front lines as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe could he get away with the Manta style? Or do you think it's just the BKB is just
I don't think
million
that'll help him fight.
No.
I think that would be like a farming item. I think BKB is the fighting item. Absolutely. No one now has Blink Dagger, Blink BKB Armlet. They can actually go for these catches now onto the Weaver and onto the Storm Spirit.
And they got a Silver Edge complete as well on Crystallize.
Oh, they can actually break the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, they can have a bit of an easy attempt at bringing down no one.
Yeah.
Mid lane. Navi showing, VP with the movement. Solar's on the high ground. Can he get any sort of catch out? The sentry's down. He's hunting for General.
Navi smokes up. They're looking to take a fight.
Bendy.
Has BKB here. Navi's trying to get the high ground advantage.
Oh, yeah, but the ward is up. So as soon as that smoke dispels, they'll know they'll
They know
see
they're
Roger, yeah, and there's the jump immediately. No one going in with the BKB. He's found the Witch Doctor. Sonako's down to the Blood Bright. Denny's going to come in on the side, trying to zip forward, look for Solo, but he's respecting the fact that they're already down one man. The BKB charge being popped by no one.
General.
Stun onto General. Static Storm follow up. General, he's down. No escape for the Weaver. Now VP seeing if they could chase down for even more. No one jumping forward. Dandy zips away.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
All the way to bottom lane, and he still has half mana.
Radiant's top tower is under
Can they
attack.
find anything else? Roger gets the silence, the stun on no one.
I want to see Dandy zip back in on this. He's still got, as you say, he's got some tools ready to play. Ramses goes in with the Roach on Crystallize. I feel like they need Dandy here.
He got instantly orchided. He jumped in for Pasha.
And now the buybacks come through. Roger's going to look to try and find these big kills. He will be able to find himself Ramses. Dendi shrining up. He's looking towards no one. Does drag him back. Gets the DK as well. Now he's also trying to see if he can get Lil. Lil with the quick TP. Will get out of there. So, I mean,
That
VP
ward literally was the only reason that VP came out ahead in that fight. Barely ahead though, if even that. But that was their first real aggressive mood coming back onto Navi. But yeah, that one ward from Solo, instant ward break or instant smoke break, and Solo, or I can't speak right now.
No one.
No one instantly blinks on the
straight
high
up there.
ground.
Yeah, as soon as they saw that Earth Spirit, he knew that if he could take out the Earth Spirit at the start of the fight, it would be very, very hard for them to play on.
Storm still has to be careful. Dendi, you could see, he was a bit afraid to jump in the fights because of the Orchid on the Nature's Prophet. So he has queued up the BKB. That'll be the next item of choice.
He's only got it. He's got a lot of money, Dendi.
Yeah. And then he has a lot more liberty in the fights. Not have to be so afraid. Ramses has queued up the BKB now, needing that magic immunity in those engagements.
Roshan's back up. Roger, he knows.
And they do it very fast on the side of Navi. That Medallion as well as Venge.
Stupendous.
And Weaver Bugs.
Time to head to the pit. There's no doubt about that at all if Navi want to try for it. I mean, it's sure it's... they've got to respect the Blood Right in this Static Storm, I guess. So maybe a kill first is going to be the play.
I think just name of the game in this game for both teams is the BKBs.
Okay.
The fights are very difficult versus the Disruptor, who's very good versus Weaver and Storm Spirit. And then for the Bloodseeker, he can't get in versus Earth Spirit and Witch Doctor too well without that BKB. They're going for smoke. They're trying to take it of their own.
This was spotted though. Navi no. Underneath their wards. VP, they're trying for it, but I don't know if they can actually do it. If VP realize this,
It's the Rocket Scouts out Navi on the high ground.
got to be careful how they commit like this, VP.
That was Dragon Form used. Pretty sure Na'Vi had seen it as well. So they could try to take advantage of the fact that VP does not have it.
As you say, Pasha, still farming for that Shadow Blade.
Another pause for VP.
Hopefully not internet issues again. As for the most part, we've been pretty alright here at DreamLeague, but looks like VP are indeed having some connection problems back at their base camp.
Technical difficulties.
But as it stands, 25-12 Na'Vi. They do have a 5k lead, but as we're seeing, it's not smooth sailing for them at all. VP, when they do have the Dragon Form up, and if no one can get that sort of an initiation on with an instant stun, it's very hard for Na'Vi to take the fights when they're a man down.
The biggest thing is probably that Pasha is quite behind the opposing offlaner. He's 3k behind the General Weaver, and he's died a lot. He's 0-6 on Nature's Prophet.
It's been a rough game for him indeed. Na'Vi, what's Crystallize going to go for next after these silver? Oh, okay, so
yeah.
As you say, just BKBs for everyone.
BKBs for everybody, yeah.
And that BKB for Dendi is going to be there a lot sooner than the BKB for Ramses.
He's already got it finished, yeah.
And Ramses is still about, what? I think it's about halfway there at the moment on the Bloodseeker.
Yep.
So this is a good time for them to try and abuse the power of the Stone Spirit.
Yeah, he's level 20 as well, so he's got that attack speed boost from the talent. And here we go, VP. They're ready.
And let's see if they can do it here.
gift
Na'Vi outside the pit.
Both teams really want to go for the rush. Crystallize is pinging it out now.
No, they're going to go straight in, Na'Vi.
They kill it so fast here, as I was mentioning, with all the bugs, with the medallion, and the Venge. Don't think VP can respond. They don't have Elder Dragon form anyway. Lil gonna look to try to go for a snatch here. It seems he hooks.
Oh, straight in. He's trying his best, but it's already down. Na'Vi get the kill. They get the Aegis. Death Ward for the Suneko. Rips through Lil. Again, an admirable attempt, but not a successful one, unfortunately, for VP. As now they're a clock down for 40 seconds, and nothing achieved as Na'Vi are ready to shove down mid lane. At least claim a tier 2. And try and move on for more potentially as well. Ramsey is still desperately trying to finish that BKB before he turns up.
VP has to threaten opposing lanes for the time being, at least the bottom tier 2. No one is trying to, but they don't want to take a head-on fight without the BKBs, but they have to react to this.
Oh, look at Dendi.
Dendi jumps in.
Straight in immediately, and it just picks off the Disruptor. See what else you can get. They move on to the tier 3s. Fortification does come out. And Na'Vi, look at this push. The pushing power that they have just destroys this tier 3 tower at this stage of the game. No one, he is trying for the split push down bottom. Lil coming in with this hook shot, trying to put a stop to Na'Vi's push, but the Maledict,
the Meteor Hammer.
He drops the Meteor Hammer, but Lil is down. And they'll lose the mid-racks here, VP. Nothing that they could do to stop this, but bottom lane,
they get the racks trade.
They get in the racks trade indeed.
I think that's pretty value there for VP, because they couldn't really take a head-on fight. They needed something like this to happen. But now, Na'Vi, they've got the heal, they've got the sustain from the Witch Doctor. They're going to continue this push, and Roger finds Solo again. Solo gonna get caught out without being able to use anything. No one commits onto Crystallize. Crystallize still has the cheese, no one.
He's going to come back out of Invis, tossed, pump back into no one, but he's hard with the BKBs. There's the cheese wallowed. Double kill for General. There's going to be the buyback from Pasha, but Ramses, he's gone. Damage is too much from this Weaver. And with no buyback on Ramses, this game,
I think it just might be over.
May be over. If they can't get their Bloodseeker back in. And as we say, it was all about the BKB timings. Na'Vi just managed to get there sooner. They were stronger for the fight. No one is back up. And sure, they got the split push down bottom, but it's cost them so much. He jumps in, immediately Magic Missile, the Maledict's on him, and that is going to be the DK going down. GG, well played is called, and Na'Vi take game 1.
Nicely executed by Na'Vi. Their early game was super crisp, just finding those pickoffs all over the place. And we did say, you know, Na'Vi's lineup late game, they have this elusive Weaver, elusive Storm. Once they get these bigger items up, it's going to be really hard for VP to take these fights versus them, and that's exactly what happened.
I think it's been really nice, just Na'Vi, the way that they have climbed up this sort of past few months or such, and they are such a team that they can turn up against a major winning team.
Yeah.
And take game one like this, as they did. Just as you say, really smart calls, the lanes playing out. Arguably, if you look back, much better for Na'Vi than you would have probably thought so, considering the heroes. Like, it felt like with this draft, VP shouldn't have struggled as much as they did in terms of just, you know, sort of leaking kills in the laning stage.
I think, like, the thing is that Na'Vi does have like 1 or 2 of the lanes that will win because there's a Disruptor. Disruptor is not a good laner, and they got the favorable matchup from the Weaver versus the Bloodseeker, and they pulled the lane. So Weaver had a level advantage, and then Pasha also got kind of shut down. So Na'Vi, they just made the right moves. Roger and Seneko. Roger made moves around the map. Seneko just sat bottom and punished Pasha, and they came out pretty good into the mid game. Yeah, a couple Ages, a couple Roches, and just catapulted them forward.
And of course, this sort of push that they can pull out with the Vengeful Spirit aura, you lose a few fights like that at the end, the game is just going to be over. Yeah. Over in a blink, and Na'Vi taking it, VP unable to sort of hold back, and Ramses just didn't quite get there in time. The Radiant's BKB progression just feeling a little slow, despite the fact that he had pretty good farm in the lane.
Yeah, it did take a while.
It just, even when it did come out, the amount of physical that they had with that Venge aura, some great death wards as well from Seneko. Just too much for VP indeed. All right, I think we did have production. Are we getting another game? Do we know?
Because VP we did hear that VP was lagging.
Yeah, apparently
quite
just an update for you guys at home. VP was having some internet issues, so I think we're sorting out what the status is with the next game. Well, we had to look at the scoreboard here. Any sexy stats? What are we seeing? So the Meteor Hammer from Lil.
I think probably the biggest.
Oh, okay.
The biggest thing I noticed is the 0-7 Pasha.
Yeah. I'm noticing the Meteor Hammer Lil and 0 building damage. Feels bad. Not the way you want to use it. And you could argue that maybe there were maybe there are alternative items that would have done more for the Clockwork this game. The Meteor Hammer not having too much of an effect.
I think Na'Vi just made really good rotations. I mean, General ended up 9-1 on an offlane Weaver.
What was this? I'm really confused. I'm probably being stupid. But yeah, because Pasha built the Orchid, but then he built it again. Or did he sell it? He sold it and bought a new one. Okay. Why? Oh, that's...
Wait, what happened?
What? So he sold his Orchid and then brought a new one. Because he brought one at 21 minutes, then he brought another 25 minutes.
And then he bought a Shadowboot.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Web's probably right. Right. I think he was trying to sell something else, and he accidentally sold his Orchid. For some reason or what? I don't know. Must have been a misclick. Yeah, Web was suggesting maybe he tried to sell his Bracer, accidentally sells the Orchid. But either way, I don't know if that would have mattered in the end of the day, as it looked pretty over for VP. But definitely a few sort of misplays that cost them rather heavily. And game one goes to Na'Vi, so this is securing that sort of dream for Na'Vi and making it to a major. And we have got confirmation we will be playing game 2. Looks like the internet issues for VP have been sorted. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after the break for the final game of the day. Na'Vi versus VP game 2. We'll see you then.